So the theme park gals are at home today. We've had a few people request that we do more cooking, and we're really into this air frying thing.
It's a problem at this point. So we're gonna cook dinner. Come with us.
Let's go. Okay, so we decided, since we have an air frying addiction,
Bad.
like we thought of dinner, and then Casey's like, do you think we could do it in the air fryer? So
We can!
we're going to. We're gonna make meatloaf,
Turkey meatloaf.
turkey meatloaf, and green bean fries, Parmesan green bean fries.
So, shocker, don't like green beans.
she doesn't,
But
I love them.
my mom sent me this recipe, and supposedly it's like life-changing if you don't like green beans. So we're gonna give it a shot.
I love green beans,
She does.
just like they are. She's got to put stuff on them and fry them all up, but now we're air frying them, so there's no grease and stuff like that. So I'm excited because I love meatloaf, and I love meatloaf the next day. And we normally don't eat a lot of hamburger,
Like red meat.
Like when we go to the park or something, we get a burger. That's when we eat our red meat.
Yeah.
So other than that, it's turkey meat at home.
Yeah.
So let's see what we put in this thing.
So first, I did have to look up. I'm not looking up the recipe, so I'm kind of doing my own thing with the meatloaf, but I needed to look up the cooking time.
Somebody's over your shoulder.
Always helping. Darth is always here to lend a hand. So I needed to look up the time and the temperature, and I did that. So first we have to preheat to 350. And it says to preheat for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna start the preheat. Okay, so I have turkey meat, and then we use bell pepper. I'm a hand mixer, so if that bothers you right now, you're just gonna have to look away. Diane offered me a spoon, and I told her I just need to cook how I know how to cook. That's all I can really do.
What is that?
Onion. So I threw some onion in there. Garlic. I didn't measure anything either because I don't tend to measure. So there's that. Mushroom, because we like mushrooms. So normally you'd put breadcrumbs. I didn't have any. Lonzo's at work with the car, so I had some crackers, and I just finally crushed the crackers.
Now wait a minute. My mom never used breadcrumbs. She always used crackers. So
Yeah, I didn't have any breadcrumbs, so
no apology there.
I just crushed the crackers.
Yeah.
And in here we have like, I don't know, how would you say, like a steakhouse seasoning, I guess?
Yes, a steakhouse.
Steakhouse seasoning.
To your liking, that looks like about a teaspoon.
Yeah. This is everything bagel seasoning, which I love. I'm not gonna put as much that's in here as in. I'll put that in. And then
How much was that?
about a teaspoon.
Teaspoon and a half.
Yeah, a teaspoon and a half. And then one egg yolk. There is a little bit of egg white in there, but I don't care.
Now, why just the egg yolk?
So I only used egg yolk. Normally, if I baked it in the oven, I would put it all in. I would put the yolk and I'd put the white in because I cook it at like a 400-degree temperature, and that typically absorbs all the moisture. I'm only using the I'm only using the yolk now because I've never cooked it in an air fryer before, and I don't want it to be too moist. I hate that word. I don't want it to be too wet, so I'm just doing it as a precaution. And then I'm just gonna get in here.
Mix it all up.
Can you add some salt and pepper, Di? Sure. I did not add any salt nor pepper.
So I love, it was gifted to us by Eric and Christina. I absolutely love our salt and pepper shakers. They're lightsabers that match our cutting board that was gifted to us by a viewer the Disney Daves. I hope you guys saw it. I'll show it again. There it is, R2-D2 cutting board. Absolutely love it. Matches all, and then look who's watching us too. I think we're having an R2-D2 theme.
Salt and pepper.
Oh, salt and pepper. All right, coming up.
Just go. Go ahead. That's good.
Salt.
And this is just to taste. And this is just to taste.
I like pepper.
Diane says that's good. My opinion on the pepper did not matter. Okay, so that is fairly, I think that's mixed well enough. Okay, so now what we're doing is it's already preheated. I'm gonna have Diane set the camera up so she doesn't have to hold it, so she can assist.
Okay, so what do you need me to do?
Okay, first and foremost, do you want to talk about the barbecue situation? Barbecue sauce situation.
Oh, yeah. So she had me get some barbecue sauce. And I said, you're putting it inside because normally when we cook it in the oven, I like to put a little barbecue sauce in the meatloaf, and then the last 5 minutes you coat it. Some people coat it with ketchup. I like to coat it with barbecue sauce.
Some people do tomato sauce.
Some people do tomato sauce. Whatever your liking is. She said we're going to put it on as soon as we put it in the air fryer. So that's different for me.
Yeah, it's different for me too because I'm like Di, I'm used to putting it on after it's cooked and it's already cooked all the way through.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm gonna grab it and form it.
Okay.
And then I need you to grab the air fryer basket.
Okay. If this is all done?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
It's hot, so be careful.
It's hot. Yeah, remember that it's hot. If you haven't used the air fryer, the preheat is just like an oven. It's very, very hot.
Yeah. So the bad part about this is you kind of gotta like freehand shape it. So I'm just gonna do my best. I want it thick, but not like and pretty even. You good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna
Don't burn yourself. Oh,
plop it in. There. So there, it's in the air fryer. I'm gonna wash my hands and then we will coat it. All right, so I'm going to paint this bad boy. I like a hefty coating too. I'm not gonna, you know what?
oh, she's just pouring. She's just going for it.
We're going for this.
And this is a great size. This is only a pound. This is a great size meatloaf.
Perfect
for two
us.
people.
With some leftovers.
Exactly. Enough to have that meatloaf sandwich the next day.
Yeah.
That I'm excited about.
Lunch tomorrow.
I love a good meatloaf sandwich. Who doesn't?
She does. Okay.
I'll take it cold too.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop it back in.
Okay.
Do you wanna get behind me for that or over here and I'll trade you sides?
Okay.
So we're gonna pop it back in. This time we are going to bump it up to 15 minutes.
Same temperature?
Same temperature, so it's at 350, 15 minutes, and it's supposed to be done. We'll of course temp it. So we'll check back in with you in 15 minutes.
Hopefully it's not burnt like the pizza. Okay, so whilst that is cooking.
Whilst?
Whilst.
Whilst?
Whilst.
Whilst.
Whilst. Whilst. What is whilst? What is whilst?
Whilst.
I don't even know what that
While
is.
that?
You said it a long time ago and I got stuck on
Whilst.
it. So why is the meatloaf cooking?
While?
While the meatloaf is cooking, we're going to prep the green bean fries. And Casey says
This is extremely difficult.
super, super easy. Do we need a bowl for it?
Green beans.
Okay. Were you aiming that knife at me? Oh!
It's like, Belle, stay out of the kitchen.
You have a sharp enough knife.
That was a hinkle.
There's always...
Why did that happen?
You Open it more.
Okay, so we're gonna pick up the mess.
I'm out.
We'll be back.
I swear, something always goes wrong on the theme park gals.
It's like the cinnamon roll debacle.
Yes.
2022.
Yes, 2022.
Okay. So
22. She rinses them off.
they're prepped.
Really?
That's it.
So where's the Parmesan? When does that come in?
It comes in later, but that's literally it with the green beans.
Wow. So obviously these were packaged green beans.
Yeah.
If you don't like much prepping and you love green beans, this is probably a really good recipe for you.
I'm actually gonna go through and cut the tips off because the
Why? No, I don't mind it. It looks like the root part has been cut off.
Yeah, like the stem isn't there.
Yeah, I don't mind
okay?
that. Yeah, I'm
right.
good with it. I never cut them off. Yeah, I mean, if I hand pick them and you got the stem, then I'll come cut the ends off.
So yeah, so literally
Yeah.
open up your bag of green beans. Try not to make them explode.
Everywhere, so you have to wash them. Now we have to dry them.
No, they're fine.
Are you sure?
I'm
To
positive.
go in the air fryer?
I'm positive. So
All right.
literally we're gonna wait the 11 minutes for this.
11 minutes.
We're gonna temp that as long as the meatloaf's done.
Yeah.
We're good to start the green beans.
I'm getting hungry.
so excited.
Yeah, it's about senior meal time. I'm
It is.
super
We
hungry.
typically eat dinner around like 4:35. So
Yeah.
couple of old ladies.
Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed the Lunar New Year. We enjoyed it. However,
Yeah.
the Dan
Spicy Dan.
noodles did us wrong.
Yeah.
Not only were they super hot. Why does it say portrait?
I hate when you do that.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
keep going.
Not only were they super hot. But I don't know, they just really, I mean, when things are super hot like that, to me, it kind of ruins the taste of it.
My biggest issue with the Dan noodle was the fact that they didn't announce that there's peanuts in it.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that bothers me so much is because Lonzo's allergic to peanuts.
100%.
So there's been situations where we've gotten things
Yeah.
and they've gone to eat something
Yeah.
and they're like, is that a peanut? So I really think with all the nut allergies that are out there, Disney should have done their due diligence.
Yeah, and we went back and looked on the paper that they gave us and up at the booth, and it says nothing about peanuts. So
No.
that was a little disappointing. Also, we did see other vloggers posting that Raya was there.
Yeah. The Three Little Pigs.
Three Little Pigs. And then we saw Mickey and Minnie, but I guess in that location where we saw Mickey and Minnie, they switch. Now I'm going to tell you, we spent a good 4 hours over just in the Lunar New Year area.
Yeah. That's literally the only thing we did
Yeah.
while we were at California Adventure.
A good 4 hours. And we didn't see Raya. We didn't see the Three Little Pigs. We saw the parade, thank goodness. And we're misinformed that they stop at certain locations
Yeah.
and do like entertainment.
Like a show.
But they don't. They start, do their little thing, go to just past Ariel, and then they turn around.
Flip it in reverse.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the cast member says, "Oh, this is the best location,"
It's
know
not.
what? Go over in front of Silly Symphony where nobody's standing and watch the parade,
Yeah.
because that's just as good a location.
It is, 100%.
Yeah. Other than that, I really enjoyed it. I'm sad that they have cut the booths. There's only 4 booths now, and I highly remember at least 8 booths last time.
Yeah, one of our viewers, Danielle, our travel agent, had reached out and asked, like, had we gone? What was our thoughts? And I told her, I said, at the end of the day, it was fun. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yes.
It's always nice. Like, I like when they highlight the characters that you don't see a lot. Like, you don't see Mulan walking throughout
No.
the park frequently. I've
Yeah.
never seen Raya.
Yeah.
So I like when they get to spotlight those kind of characters. But what I don't like is that it was lackluster to me.
Yeah.
Like, it felt half-assed, to be honest with you. Like, they were just kind of like, we need to do a Lunar New Year. Let's throw this together. And we saw a post where somebody was like, oh, Tigger's everywhere. I don't know what that person saw.
Yeah, they said it's all about Tigger.
I didn't see that.
Oh, Tigger will show up where Mickey and Minnie were.
Well, sure.
And then he's in the parade.
So do the Three Little Pigs, though.
But he's not on the shirts, the merchandise.
When you don't even have Tigger on the Spirit jersey, I don't think, and it's the Year of the Tiger, total missed opportunity. So, you know,
it is fun. I love the music.
100%.
Casey and I took a little bit of time and we went over to Sonoma Terrace, had a drink, and just chilled.
Sat down
for a minute. And that was fun because you could still hear the music, the Chinese New Year music, and just take it easy. And that I loved. I loved the atmosphere of it. But I feel like I was gypped on the booths and only 6 food. Now, even though they lowered the price, because I think I remember it was $52.
It was $52, yeah. So they lowered it
with the annual pass then.
Yeah.
But they took away the booths and they took away food. And honestly, I only saw 2 vegan options.
I will say though, we tried that vegan meatball that was very good. Yeah. Lonzo ate it when they got home later that night. They loved it.
I loved it. So that was good.
Yeah, and I guess the sauce that it was in was like a wine reduction.
Yeah. It was good. Very teriyaki, very good.
Yeah.
So let's check on tonight's dinner because I'm starving. I'm so excited. 42 seconds. Yes. Woo! Get over here and tempt this.
All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Nope.
It's not ready.
It's not ready.
Ooh, but it looks like it's getting...
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's got a ways to go, too.
It does.
I'd say 2 more minutes. What do you think?
I'm going to do 3 and keep an eye on it.
Okay. Going back in. 15 was not enough.
I'm going to bump it up to 360.
Ooh, you're not going to burn it, are you?
No, I'm going to do my damnedest not to. The waiting is the worst.
That's sad. It wasn't ready.
So sad.
We're looking for 165?
Turkey. Sure are.
Here we go. Oh. Now it's a little charred.
It's a little crispy.
It's a little charred, but I'm okay with that. That's the barbecue sauce that does that. Like I said, still think barbecue sauce should go on later. What do you think?
I agree. So, a lot happened. This bad boy ended up cooking. Di wrote me notes. Yeah. So we cooked it for the 15 minutes at 350. Then we bumped it up to 360 for an additional 6 minutes. Then we ended up cooking it 18 minutes on 400 because we just weren't getting the internal temperature that we needed. So what I would probably do is 25 minutes at 400 degrees with a preheat. This is like hit or miss for us. You know, we're just kind of figuring it out as we go along. But I would start with 25 minutes at 400 and then temp it and then go from there.
All right.
But
let's get the green beans cooked. I hope they don't take 40 minutes. Okay, after 40 minutes, we cleaned it out, and we pre-washed the floor green beans, and so we put those in. This is what I'm told to do. I'm going to take some oven spray, spray the heck out of them. Give them a little toss. Spray a little more. Okay, now we're going to add some seasonings to it.
Salt. Pepper.
I love the pepper. And you notice it lights up. See that? Isn't that cool? That's so cool.
Garlic.
Everybody loves garlic.
Don't be shy.
Not going to be shy with the garlic. And then Casey's secret sauce, secret seasoning, the everything bagel. That goes all on it.
So it said onion powder. We don't have any.
Yeah. Do we toss this? That's my question.
Yeah, you can give it a toss.
Or do we leave it like this?
Give it a toss.
Okay. As you can see them.
All right. You're gonna pop that in.
They're in.
You're gonna hit air fry.
Air fry.
You're gonna turn it on and keep it on.
Okay.
Air fry.
Air fry. It says preheat.
Yeah, that's fine. Hit the
Okay.
time button. 400 degrees for 6 minutes.
400 degrees. Let it do its thing.
Just hit temp time. There you go. Now hit 6 minutes.
Okay. Are we sure it's not 45 minutes?
No.
And start. And then it preheats for however long until it gets to 400, and then it'll count down from 6 minutes. And please let it only take 6 minutes.
It's got another 5 after, but.
Okay. So, ooh, they're a little crispy on the ends,
It's all right.
but not crispy
maybe that's
there.
what they're supposed to be. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Spraying more.
Spray some more.
I'm spraying, and I know it. Is that
She's
too
gonna
much?
spray the thing.
Green beans. Okay,
All right.
and then let's try to not spill it all over.
Don't spill the Parmesan cheese. There's no saving
And then just
that.
sprinkle.
Just love it. Love the F out of that.
Oh, love the Parmesan cheese. All right. It's like it's snowing. Good?
Yep.
All right, how long? A minute?
400, 5 minutes.
Ooh.
Don't do a preheat though.
Okay. So what do I push?
Air fry.
Air fry.
Preheat.
But that
Hit the preheat button because it's set to preheat.
Okay.
Now 5 minutes.
Ooh, I think 5's too many.
Then if you
I'm gonna go 3.
I think you're going 3 because you're hungry.
No, I'm gonna trust my 3. And man, that smells so good. When I put it on that,
Is it footy?
it wasn't footy. It just smelled so good. Food. Okay, so I opted for 3 minutes instead of 5. Let's take a look and see what it did. Ooh, I think that was a good choice. What do you think?
I agree.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know if I want to pour those out. Oh, I think I want to get them out like this. The cheese smell. It smells amazing.
It smells so good.
It really does. It smells good. See, because then you don't get to see the pretty cheese. All right.
Good.
Pretty cheese. Yes. Okay. Those look good. Officially, dinner is done. Let's plate it and let's get to town on it.
All right.
Look at that.
That's the plates.
It looks great. So, the green beans are not crunchy like I thought they would be. They are just cooked green beans with the seasonings and the cheese on it. So, I mean, I love green beans anyways. And the cheese comes out like a sheet like this, like melted.
It like,
Try it with the cheese.
but like,
Yeah. I mean, that was at 3 minutes. I mean, are you supposed to go 5 and it makes it crunchy?
maybe. It's better for me with the cheese. They're okay. I don't know about life-changing green beans, but they're good.
I love green beans. That's good. So we made some scallop potatoes.
Not from scratch, I just boxed it, but,
Yeah.
you know.
We have lives that aren't chefs anymore.
You know.
But we use almond milk instead of regular milk. They're good.
Yeah, they're great.
I really like them. All right, here was the meatloaf, the 4-hour meatloaf.
It smells great, and you can see
Hold your hand back there.
the like different food in it, like the veggies.
And it came to temp. Mm-hmm. You can taste that barbecue. Mm-hmm. Which is 160 to 165.
Yeah.
We opted for the 165, right?
Yes. Better safe than sorry.
Yes. It's a delicious meal.
That is a good meatloaf.
It took a little longer than I wanted it to take.
Yeah.
It takes just as long as cooking in an oven. You just don't have the hot oven on.
But like I had said to you, I do think had we started at 400 degrees, it wouldn't have taken as long.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, like she said, go 400 degrees to start, 25 minutes, 30 minutes maybe.
I would start at 25 at 400.
I don't know if I would put the barbecue sauce on.
I would wait.
Again, it's like the pizza. It doesn't taste, it doesn't, hold your hand up there again. It doesn't taste burnt. I mean, if you've had barbecue and done barbecue, and barbecue gets a little dark like that when you're grilling it and stuff. It still tastes really good to me. But if you don't like that taste, the darker barbecue sauce cooked, I would put it on the last 5 minutes. 10
yeah,
minutes.
the last 5 minutes I think is plenty of
just
time
like when
because
you
we
cook
did
in
the
the
first
oven.
15 and it was fairly dark.
Yeah.
And I do think a lot of it absorbed into it because we had to cook it so long and for different temperatures. But I think all in all, dinner's delicious.
It is
I'm
delicious.
super happy with it.
And you know, like I said, took a little longer than I wanted.
But, you know, so we didn't get to eat at 4:30 at 6.
Way past senior meal.
Way past senior dinner.
This is ridiculous. It's already bedtime.
I'm writing to the manager of this establishment.
And also you put a little foil on top of it.
I did, but that was because I didn't want it to burn.
Yeah.
So at one point I did throw foil on it, just hoping that it didn't, and it didn't. So.
Yeah. So with that wonderful meal, air frying meal, which the scallop potatoes were not air fried.
They weren't. They were cooked
No.
in a pan. But I do have to say, like, I appreciate that I have less dishes to clean because, or I'm sorry, you have less dishes to clean. I cook,
Yeah.
she cleans.
Yeah. In between the meatloaf and the green beans, we just cleaned it right out. So
that's nice that it kind of cuts down on dishes.
It definitely does do that. But delicious meal. I'm starving. I'm going to eat. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that like
Do that
button.
little click.
And if you got any friends that want to watch the Theme Park Gals, ask them to subscribe. Let's make the goal 400 this year.
I feel like in our first year we hit 3. We should at least aim for
600. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're still gonna eat. We're still gonna go to the parks.
And with that, our movie quote.
Okay, our movie quote is actually in honor of the late Betty White. Betty White
R.I.P.
quote.
I'm a big cockeyed optimist. I try to accentuate the positive as opposed to the negative. It looks like we can cook good food. Bye,
Theme Park Gals
everybody.
can cook. Bye.